Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the former Utah Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Firing quickly, it's complete. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. This defense for the Vikings, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe it.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forcing incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. A second down throw for Mayfield. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. They're going to get this up to midfield.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Okay, ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. He's got some breathing room. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His second rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think now Mayfield lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And he's got his guys set up great now. 1st and goal, and the Pigs get at the 7-yard line.
What part of it went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. That's to about the 28, 2nd down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Flush to his right. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's going to look deep for more. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week. You talked about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And able to find Kirk complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 43. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Well, they were setting up the screen, CD, a lot of free runners, and they got there late, and the penalty ensued.
Yeah, somehow it didn't get into their brains that it was a screen, right? Instead of pulling off and chasing the ball downfield, they kept going towards the quarterback and knocked him down way late. That draws the penalty flag each and every time.
1st down, Mayfield. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Here's Swift. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. Mayfield keeps it himself, and he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Lions are back within a score. And Johnson's extra point up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan, and this is what they wanted to execute. And then one week will happen this well, this efficiently, and then they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we're going to be successful in this one.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 87 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And some room to run now. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That sack courtesy of the effort of Haason Reddick.
But they've been fighting and scratching and clawing for that first sack in the game, and it turns out to be a big one. Not just a short one right there behind the line. First one they get, 10-plus yards on a guy who has the legs to escape most of these.
And Gay knocks this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that on target, and it adds to this first-half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more of the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
A gain of 32 that time. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the #2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're #2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. 3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. DJ Moore from 6 yards away. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And Johnson's extra point up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. There on the tackle, Amani Oruwariye.
It's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, they always have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football back at their own 17. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield out to the left there and complete to the tight end Hockenson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A first down throw from Mayfield. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He finds his man complete. That's Webb. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Webb. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now they try the right side here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 129 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Come on, 38. Hey.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, magical spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Timing is everything on a run like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Complete to Wright. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Setting up the screen for Cook. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the sign judge, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage, completion-wise, way up. Not that time. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. They'll look to throw again. Touchdown, Vikings! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Andrew Booth picks it up. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach. And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Detroit. 51 yards. But Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it. And we saw evidence of that right there. And that's a very bright spot in what's overall. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Swift going to try up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This offense on 3rd down tonight. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Now Mayfield. Ball had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Very symptomatic of how this game's been going. To see that drop, I guarantee he's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now back to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. The Vikings send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. With it is Brown. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with the score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions 22. 57 yards rushing for him now, and just 6 carries to this point. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one as he just did there.
And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a play fake here on first down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. On play action, they'll throw. Open man is Uzomah. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. They'll set up a throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now, and just go deep. See if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
And he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. We'll go the other way with it. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They run again on first down. Cook trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Let me get a little nautical with you, partner, because to me, that looked like a feeding frenzy of sharks out there. As soon as that play imploded, they all smelled blood in the water. Everyone screaming downhill, trying to get it on the hit for a big loss.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They didn't score in the second quarter. Do you think they would have that would be a
what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Vikings, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams.